Say hello to the new trim level of the 2024 Acura Integra, the Type S. And the first thing you'll notice is the Type S badging on the exterior of the vehicle. Across the front of the vehicle, you'll notice the hood vent. It has a 2-liter turbocharged VTEC 4-cylinder engine. It produces 320 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. And as you come around the side, you'll notice the lightweight 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels. As we make our way inside, you're going to notice the Type S interior sport appearance package. It has the sport front seats with perforated ultra suede inserts, and the Type S comes standard with a 6-speed manual transmission with limited slip differential. You can come see it in person online at smellacura.com. Until next time, guys, enjoy the ride.
Walk around family, welcome back to another video. Today we have a 2025 Acura Integra Type S in performance red with the ebony interior. And for 2025, the styling cues carry over the same as 2024. So taking a look at the front fascia here, you will have the signature dual LED headlamps with the LED chicane daytime running lights. So that's LED high beam, low beam, turn signals, and daytime running lights. The Type S will not have any fog lights, unlike the traditional Integra. You do have sensors in the front bumper. You do have a unique bumper from the regular Integra, and you do have a unique grille on the Type S as well. Of course, Type S badge lets you know you have a special Integra. Just like the previous Integras, you do have it stamped in the front bumper as well. And you do have your Acura symbol up in the front, and you can get that blacked out, or you can get it illuminated as well. But the whole front fascia is very more menacing than the regular Integras, because the Integra is actually much wider. You can see these fender flares kind of molded into the fenders. And on the hood, you do have a heat extractor, so it will remove the heat from in the engine bay, send that guy outside. Overall, though, just taking a look at the Integra, it's a very aggressive looking hatchback, especially if you're comparing this to the normal Integra. Type S, you got stamped on the fender, let you know I don't got a regular Integra, I got a Type S. On the side profile, you do have your side mirrors here, which is half body colored and half flat black with LED turn signals integrated. Taking a look at the wheel combination, you do have your, I believe those are shark gray finished rims, and these are 19s. So they're wrapped around some Michelin's 265, 30, 19s, and these are all summer tires. These are Pilot Sport 4S's. So on the window sticker, Acura recommends not to drive this thing in the snow. You do have a 4-piston Brembo brake caliper up in the front, and a 2-piece rotor as well. So Acura's not playing. They're about business, and they know that you're going to be on the road ripping this thing up. So they give you some nice, decent tires to go with it. And you do have the side skirt on the lower portion here. Around the windows, it's all flat black. The pillars, gloss black. Your door handles are body colored, which is nice. And even come along to the rear, unlike the front where it's kind of molded in, they do have like a fender that's tacked on to the rear. So it's not like the Type R, where the Type R have the built-in rear fenders molded into the door and the quarter panel, or kind of like up front here, but they do have that guy tacked on, kind of like the previous Type R, the FK8. Coming along to the rear of the Type S, the performance red is just a beautiful color. You have your shark fin style antenna that is body colored. You do have an LED brake light. You do get a gloss black trunklet spoiler, and you can get an optional carbon as well too. Same thing in the mirrors. You can get carbon on the side mirrors. You do get full LED tail lights, so brake lights, turn signals, reverse lights, all LED. It says Acura. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says Acura right there. And the tail light, Type S badge lets you know I got a special Integra, and you don't. You can black out Type S, and you can black out this Acura symbol as well. You do get a very aggressive lower bumper, so you can see you have your diffusers on the left and right side, and it's kind of like a gloss black. And of course, the tried and true 3 exhaust tips that's unique on the Type S. You have sensors back here as well. But from the back and from the front, overall, it just looks like a very aggressive car. Here's the key for the Type S, and it looks like a traditional Integra key. You have lock, you have unlock, you have unlock the trunk, and you have your panic button. You have this button right here for the emergency key in the fob. You do have the red stripe just for the Type S, and it also says Type S on the back with the Acura symbol, and also says Acura on the key fob as well. Now you do have smart entry on the Integra, and it's not like the TLX and the RDX and the MDX where you have smart entry on all 4 doors. It's only on the driver and passenger door. You put your hand in there, it unlocks you. This one's already unlocked, but if you tap it, it will lock all the doors. So it's unlock and get in there. Now by default, once you unlock the driver door, it only unlocks the driver door. But if you put your hand in the passenger door first, it will unlock all 4 doors, which is a nice touch. Now on the door and a USB-C port, the A is for wired Apple CarPlay and wired Android Auto and charging. The C is just for charging. You do have a power outlet there as well too, if you still use one of those. Wireless phone charger, standard on the Type S. And then below that, you do have your shift knob here. Now, there's an optional titanium shift knob you can get on your Type S, but this is the standard one. I like how you have this perforated material. That way you don't burn your hand or it's too cold in the wintertime. And it's just, you know, the metal top and bottom, which is nice. If you get a titanium, there's a whole different story. But yeah, you can see 6-speed manual transmission, which is nice. You do have your different drive mode. So if you go through here, you can cycle between Sport Plus, you have Sport, you have Comfort, and you also have Individual. So if you push Individual and hold it, you can customize the drive. So you can make the engine Sport, steering Sport, suspension, and there's many different options you can choose from. So Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, or same thing, suspension. Same thing with steering as well, which is nice if you don't want it just one level. But if you do go between Sport Plus, and Normal, it will activate the active exhaust. So I think Comfort is a lot more quieter. And then when you're driving or when you're revving it, you'll hear less like pops and bangs and stuff like that. But Sport Plus, you will actually hear it when you rev it. It's actually pretty cool. And when you're driving as well. The engine idle stop button is off. You don't get that in the Type S. Who needs that? You have electronic parking brake hold, Type S at the bottom, and this is also Alcantara, which is nice. And speaking of Alcantara, you do have an optional steering wheel, an Alcantara steering wheel you can, you know, add on as an accessory to your dealership too, which is nice. But I actually like the perforated leather. There's nothing wrong with that guy. I'm not a big fan of the piano black all around here, but something you can always change through aftermarket. Cup holders here. You do have your armrest here that's soft, not as soft, but it's slightly soft with red stitching. And then you have your storage in here with no plugins at all. And then over here to your glove box, it is not lockable, but it is damp. Not lined with felt, but it is a bin style. I mean, pretty simple, nothing too crazy. And above your touchscreen display, you do have auto dimming rear view mirror, no home link. And actually, there's not even an option that's available on the Type S at all. But you do get auto dimming, which is cool. LED interior lighting, and you do have a sunglass holder, and it's soft in there too, it's lined, so your sunglasses don't get scratched up. And no moonroof available on the Type S at all. Black headliner. You have your window visors up top, and they give you a mirror with a light. Same thing on the passenger side as well. But because we have the ELS sound system, you do have tweeters up here, you have speakers there, you have speakers in the roof, which is nice. And I believe it's a 15 or a 16 speaker sound system. But let's jump out of here and take a look at the rear passenger seating. So this is how wide the rear door is open. On the door card here in the rear, hard touch, hard touch. This is soft touch. When you rest your elbow, soft touch as well. You have your door handle there, tweeter, window switch, and you do have a smaller storage back here compared to the front. Speaker down below. No door sill back here. And it is a 4-seater in the Type S, so there's no seating for the middle seat. It's just leather back here. You don't get the ultra suede in the middle like you do up front, but you do get the red stitching. Let me sit behind the driver. I have this seat all the way back, and you can see I have about an inch, and I'm 5'10", and you have cup holders here since a middle person can't sit here. So there's no seatbelt here, so don't try to sneak people in the middle. You don't get no air vents back here, no USB-Cs, which is interesting, and no mat pocket behind the driver. You just get one behind the passenger. And you do have your tethers here for your car seat. It's right there, it's exposed. But yeah, no armrest, which is interesting. And because there's no moonroof on this one, the dome light is in the middle. I think on a regular Integra, it would have been like back here, but it's right there. But you do get your headrest here, red stitching all around. Show you guys the cabin again. The Integra has a very simple layout, but it's not too boring. It's not just a screen and nothing. And there's not too many buttons in your face as well. It's kind of a easy car to get used to. Let's jump out of here and check out the cargo space. Now it is a manual tailgate, so you push the button, lift it up. You do have LED lighting And it looked yellow on camera, but that's actually LED in person.